what education does is to add value to human capital. I hope you get that. You see the way you pick mangoes, you take to an industry to add value, it becomes juice.
Haya, tuendelee. Na yeyote ambaye hasomeshi mtoto wake, huyu tunataka tumjue ili tuchape viboko. Oh yes. Hakuna mtu ambaye hasomeshi mtoto na anatembea huko na hajui kama mtoto alikwenda shule. Hiyo ni mtu bure.
Hello fam, welcome again. This is Kenya Politics. Now, today we are going to look at how NDINDI NYORO is related to Mwai Kibaki. How his agenda are also related to Mwai Kibaki's agenda. How is NDINDI NYORO trying to emulate Mwai Kibaki on improving education system in Kenya and making sure that each and every student goes to school and get quality education. Let us listen to him and his speech as he pardons knowledge.
What education does is to add value to human capital. I hope you get that. You see the way you pick mangoes, you take to an industry to add value, it becomes juice. To add value to a human being as an agent of the economy, you add value through education. Healthcare deals with servicing. So the reason why in Kiharu everything rotates around education, it is because it is education that builds roads. It is investing in education that builds all the other things. And I'm not saying we don't do those things, but I'm just saying why most of the things around CDF in Kiharu rotate around there. Now, Kiharu has 112 public primary schools. It is the largest, the top 2 largest rural constituency from our region. So it's a very large constituency. Because our 2 neighbors combined, Madhya and Kagema, you know those places? Kiharu is still larger. But I'm saying that in good faith, just for comparison purpose. So out of all, and I'm coming now to answer your question, but I have to paint a picture so that we see what is doable in Kenya. Of all the 112 public primary schools, all of them are well done. We built classrooms where we needed to build, renovated the old structures, and all pupils in Kiharu, they step on tiles. I know for you, Jeff, tiles is not a big deal.
Yeah, I was saying, okay, so what's the big deal?
Yeah, I know. But I'm sure most of the people are relating.
Yes.
The kind of rural schools that we have. Yes. We have 65-day secondary schools. We have done a lot in them, build laboratories, etc., etc., etc.
Where's the money coming from?
Now, I'm coming there. We now run Kiharu Masomo Bora, which we launched yesterday, where learners, not few, we have 12,000 day scholars in Kiharu across the 65-day secondary schools. The only school fees they pay is 500 shillings. And they eat in school from Monday to Saturday.
Every one of them.
And last Friday of the month, they eat chapati.
No.
And then we buy revision books for them. Like now we have done 10 million. In the previous years, we have done 20 cumulative. We have put in a kitty of 50 million for laboratories and other critical infrastructure to deepen knowledge. Because there is expansion of infrastructure, but there is also deepening of knowledge. Deepening of knowledge, you will need laboratories, libraries, and such. How do we do it and where do we get the money? Jeff, there is no enough money anywhere, but there is also no small money. It depends with what you do with it. When I was elected in my first term, we decided that if we continue doing the norm, we'll do nothing in terms of what is visible, given the expansiveness of Kiharu. So, what did we do? We took all the data of Kiharu infrastructure that is needed, and we decided we are going to be data-driven. Number 2, we standardized. What do I mean? And I'm just talking fast to break down. If you go to any classroom in Kiharu, it is almost identical. The door, the window, whatever we do is more or less
cut and paste, cut and paste.
Yes, standardization is very important. Then, the breaker is the method we use called labor-based. It's very intensive in terms of time. Very, very intensive. But we do labor-based. What is this and what is the difference? You take to school A, 1 million shillings in Kiharu. You take to school AX in another constituency, 1 million. Let's use 1 million. So this 1 million you take in another place, you give a contractor, two things happen. After you launch as the MP and you leave the gate after shairis have been said for you by the students, makofi imepigwa na wazazi. By the time you leave the gate, you leave with 160,000 shillings. Do you know what that means?
Tell me.
In $1 million, 160,000, you live in Kenya, you know what I mean?
Yes.
What?
It's ka-chink, ka-chink.
VAT. Because in every BQ of government, there is a remnants of VAT on the total sum. Then, number two, you give a contractor. By the time you leave the gate, remember a contractor is not an NGO. So more give or take in Kenya, contractors get that % of the total. So that's 300,000.
1/3, yeah.
By the time you are leaving the gate, you have walked away with 460,000.
Yeah, almost $500,000.
Yes. So actually took to the school 540,000. So in Kiharu, what did we do? We trained our own people in my first term, 150 people on how to do tiling because we knew it would be a critical element of our work where we had deficiencies in skill. We also did professional painting of 150, normal people who do the works, and we taught them professional painting. Those are the two gaps we had realized. There was deficiency in terms of skill. So we are able to do double work for the same money. Now,
okay, tell me, okay, hold on, hold that thought.
Yes.
What's the population of Kiharu?
Kiharu voters is around over 120,000.
120K.
Yes.
Babu, population of Embakasi East.
154,000 registered voters.
It's not so far away, huh?
Yeah.
It's not that far away from Kiharu, huh?
Yeah.
Can I finish with the...
Yeah, real quick.
The last one?
Yes.
So that my brother also, because he's done also very well, he can also jump in. Now, that is the hard part of education, because we categorize education in two ways in Kiharu. There is the hard part, and there is the soft part. The hard part is infrastructure. We built even new schools, like 7 new secondary schools, but I don't want to keep on tabulating. I want to go to the main issue. So there is the hard part of education, which you have to do. There is no two way about it, Jeff, because it is needed, and you can't talk about now the soft part, which I will talk about, before you have the right infrastructure.
Right.
So our focus now is turning to the soft side, because we have done so much in the hard part. The soft part is what? After you build this infrastructure, can learners be maintained in school? That's the soft part. Having the learners now in school. That is why we started Kiharu Masomo Bora, 12,000 learners, 65-day secondary schools, covering everyone who goes to school there, including non-Kiharu residents. You get that?
Yeah.
And the primary basis of that program is Kiharu NGCDF. And I would have told you other things, like beyond that program, building infrastructure, there is motivation of even taking principles to Dubai, and so many other spices that we
and chapatis every last Friday.
That people can compete.
I'll be coming on Fridays.
In terms of
Babu,
compete.
Yes.
You are very